Hey, how you guys doing out there? Facebook land, other places on the internet. I'm right down here, Eugene, Oregon, at the Public Access TV, Channel 29. Anyways, I'm here in the studio, and basically I'm supposed to give you guys, the public, doing an interview, have you guys chat with me later. This weekend, Saturday, today is the, what is today, the 8th? Yes, today is the 8th. Let me check this out. Anyways, it's the 8th, I believe. Nope, the 9th. Today's the 9th, tomorrow's the 10th, 11th. So, this Veterans Day, Saturday, I will be doing a 24-hour walk. Now, I'm an old guy, and I just been suffering from poor health, so I've been getting back in shape and losing fat and so forth and so on. So I got a lot of ideas and books and so forth on keto and various other sorts of diets and training protocols. Again, I've lost I'm about 55 pounds less than when I was at my heaviest. I put more muscle back on since my accident, and I also eradicated 80 pounds of fat off my body. So, keeping life interesting, being being a senior citizen, I am back into competing in powerlifting, raw powerlifting, meaning no gear, no equipment, no drugs, and also not just powerlifting, but the seniors track and field events, and also some bodybuilding, mainly to keep my life interesting. But this Saturday I'll be walking for 24 hours, and what I'm doing is I'm hoping that the people out there will pledge X amount of money for each mile that they think I'll walk. I'm going to walk for 24 hours. Hopefully it'll be non-stop except to take a bathroom break and a drink of water. I won't be eating. Won't be hopefully resting. It'll be interesting, one, to see if I can continue walking for 24 hours, because I haven't done this in years. And two, how far will I go? Now I got bad knees and a bad lower back, so I'm not going to be running, let me tell you that. But I used to be a fast walker, and I used to be able to walk all day long. Anyways, I'm trying to bring attention to health care for all Oregonians. They are a group here in Oregon. They're trying to get health care for everybody, single payer system or something like that. Two, Indivisible, another organization trying to network and have a lot of these different organizations that are trying to make a better world work together. Years ago, when I was interested in being a social community builder, too many people. Too many organizations were trying to do it alone. They were trying to be islands, like their own little fiefdoms. Now they're coming together, like different Navy SEAL teams working together when they have to, okay? So also I'm hoping, now I'm not representing, I don't have permission from the charities that I like. Let me list the charities that I like, and I hope that people will send money to the websites. I won't be collecting for any of these charities, okay? We collect Food for Lane County, okay? Catholic Services, St. Vincent de Paul's, the Alzheimer's Association, Women's Space, as I said, Indivisible, Health Care for All Oregonians, and let's see, we have a Whitebird Clinic, and also Occupy Medical. I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to nearly freeze and starve to death one winter in Philadelphia. I had a little 6x10 camper, no heat, no water, no bathroom, nothing, and I lost 45 pounds of lean tissue, of muscle, from almost freezing and starving to death. So I'm very empathetic. A lot of compassion for people who are homeless. A lot of compassion for people who are starving. Women's Space, because of my life coming up, I have a lot of compassion for women who are suffering from the threat of domestic violence or actually suffering from domestic violence. And of course, I have a soft spot in my heart for kids. So basically, I want all these people, as many people who belong to these organizations and to the organizations that are trying to help the homeless situation, to come join me. They don't have to walk with me for 24 hours. I want them to walk with me even if it's for 15 minutes, even if it's a mile, even if it's like 100 yards, just to say hi. So come on out. Now, any of you guys come out and you want to be a part of it, I have some t-shirts I'm selling for my own project, of which I'm trying to purchase housing, pay off some housing to get people on limited incomes, available housing, a place to live for far under market value. A lot of people can't afford to rent a room at market value. They can't afford to rent a house. Maybe they're the working poor. They don't qualify for any subsidies or anything. So we have a lot of people out there like that. And the few people who can afford, whether they're the working poor or not, or whether they get disability, they can't afford to pay for utilities. They can't afford to eat well. So my mission is to eventually start a trend to where we all start purchasing housing and so forth. Now, a lot of people say, what would you be willing to sacrifice? I've been going around and looking at houses in repos or banks, and I'm tired of that. I go into banks. They don't call back. I've been talking to realtors. They said nowadays, any of the stuff that's repo, you try to if you got to the bank or it's up for bid, I'm competing with people who have a lot of money. So that's a nowhere situation. But one thing I have is I have a couple properties where if you cut the numbers, I owe almost nothing on the properties, and the repairs are minimal compared to this one house. I was looking at one house on 11th and Madison, and that place just went for $150,000. And I've been dealing with the banks trying to get them to call me for years. They haven't never gotten back to me, except one time or twice to say, we don't know who you need to speak to, which is kind of odd. Anyways, after like a couple of years, they finally got in contact with the original owner, and they offered it back for $150,000. And quite frankly, they got to put $100,000 within a year into it to fix it up. So that would cost me $250,000. That's a lot of T-shirts to sell to set up housing for people on limited incomes. I have access to a property where I could basically collect $50,000 and get people in there. So that's my mission. And at a later date, I'll give you my backstory as to why I am passionate about even giving up my resources, what little resources I have. I like to believe I have a Navy SEAL mentality. And even though having bad vision and probably never passed the Navy SEALs, I have that kind of mentality. I believe in leaving no stone unturned, doing everything in your power to get things done. So if you look on the internet, you'll see my name. You'll see I've been involved with some pretty heinous things. Not myself doing anything heinous, but some pretty trying times. It made me realize, more so than ever, that people need to work together and not piss fart around. So I'm hoping that all these organizations that I will be interviewing here on Community TV, because that's my new show, Vinsanity Unplugged, in search of game changers. So I'm looking for people out there to really help me, be a community builder. I'm really looking to showcase them, and I want to give them the kudos they deserve. So that said, I'm hoping all these organizations that look good on paper, that want to help, they're only as good as the people that are involved. And the more the people have a SEAL team mentality, who don't piss fart around, who don't do half measures, the more successful they're going to be, the more I want to be behind them. So anyways, I hope you guys are going to see this on YouTube, you'll see this on Facebook, you'll see this on Community TV. So I'm going to be doing a lot of fun things in the future, bringing in different martial artists, MMA fighters, social engineers, different personal trainers, celebrities, dancers, basically anybody who's in any aspect or of life. So, my friends out there, please share this video. Please share all the things that I try to mention when I'm trying to basically raise money for the causes for other organizations and charities, and also for my project. Because I can assure you, if my dream comes true, and I like to see it before I die, if we get to the point where most of us, the communities and people, friends and families, own the housing and get the banks out of most of it. I'm not anti-bank, I'm not anti-landlord, but I think we should get the bulk and own it as communities and allow people to have an affordable place to live. So give me some ideas. And the thing is that some of you people, you may, there's always people who say, always doubt somebody's agenda when they're saying, I'm going to raise money for this, I want to give this of mine or this and that. I got a backstory you won't believe. When you hear about the stuff that I went through and the sacrifices I made, it's like a made-for-TV movie without the romance, the sex, or the excitement. Well, it's kind of exciting. But anyways, you guys, I got to go. I'm going to put this on Facebook. All my friends from Upper Merion and so forth, share this. Give me support. Check out some of the t-shirts. I'd love to have more people come in. One thing I want to do is, my dream is to have people come here every day in the studio and have 2 people tomorrow, 4 people the next day, 8 people the next day. And let's all wear our Vinsanity Says Embrace the Pain t-shirt. And let's get out there and check out some of the books I have written and the workout programs and the essays and the novels. And I guarantee you, you're going to find many of that stuff enjoyable. It's certainly affordable, it's fun, and it'll go towards my project, and it'll also help me get more energy to help all these great organizations collect money through their websites. All right, guys, thank you so much. CTV, Channel 29. See you next time. Bye-bye.